Hello and welcome to episode 6 here on the Farlands SMP. I'm here in front of the offices of the newly established Sticks and Such Inc. Inside, we design and develop the newest, most fabulous establishments fulfilling almost all the rare needs of the Farlands members. We aren't just about a wither fight here or a wither fight over there or 33 wither fights from time to time. No, no, no. We also know the value of a diamond and how much easier that can make the task of creating. Let me take you inside and introduce you to both the newest storefronts and how we've embraced our core item to enhance the Farlands members' purchasing experiences. Welcome inside. Here at Sticks and Such Inc., we have a vision of making those items that no one asks for available for when they need it the most. A core example of that starts with the Ender Eye Shop. Built around items easily accessible to all, however, made even more easily accessible at low costs. But that was not enough. Following that, we introduced the Stick Shop in an effort to create long-standing stick storage. And as much as we discouraged shopping there, it became the most successful shop for us thus far. So we expand, bringing new products to the Farland members. First, let's show construction of Drip, a shop which has the sole focus of dripstone, featuring both pointed dripstone and dripstone blocks, and with a small lava flow that adds a bit of an element of danger to the shopping experience. Next, we have the conduit, deriving power from the waterfront through lighting tubes to power a conduit to create a full conduit package. We know you have no time to gather everything needed, so we include the blocks required to bring the conduit to full power and include a shulker to carry it around in. And today, we announce that we are embracing the Stick Shop by renovating and adding new products such as item frames, paintings, armor stands, ladders, and more. We've also completed a massive price reduction on sticks to help all Farland members with their stick supply needs. All said and done, Sticks and Such Inc. is proud to support the Farlands SMP. Is it done? Are we done this spot? Time lapses are still going? Huh. Okay. But I don't hear time lapse music. We didn't have any? Are they still the little videos on the screen? Yes? Well, oh wait, this is live? Oh, hey everyone. Enjoy the time lapses. I found some music. Let's add it on now. Through the magic of editing, watch this. Wither. Hey cameraman, I wasn't sure if I wanted a beard, but it grew on me. A duck walks into a pharmacy and walks up to the counter. I'd like some chapstick, he tells the pharmacist. How are you going to pay for that? The pharmacist asks. The duck replies, just put it on my bill. Okay, that's enough of that, I think. Let's have a closer look at the shops in their finished states. So this is Drip, store that we have selling just basic dripstone blocks and point dripstone. Quick look. I made this sign because when I first built the shop, there were a few members that indicated that it was a little hard to see, a little hard to find, and that I should have a sign. So I built a sign that's a little excessive, but makes the point, if you will. out to where the shop is. As you come in, just a pretty basic cave design. I felt that fit dripstone perfect. And there's the lava. I actually had to put a couple of pointed dripstone here to prevent people from walking into it because for some reason, um, lava being in front of them wasn't enough to stop them from doing that. I made it so it flows all the way down to the base, but as you can see, just some pointed dripstone and dripstone blocks for sale. Had a little fun making this as a quick shop. Took about an hour and a half to put together, but really enjoyed it. And it fills out the mountain quite nicely right beside the Ender shop, which we built in one of our very, very first visits to the Farland server. This is the conduit shop. I had an idea one day on what something like this might look like, and thanks to a partnership with Snowbeans, was able to get the supplies together to actually stock this kind of shop. It's different from the other builds as it takes on a bit of a futuristic sci-fi idea. The conduits are for purchase and are housed in the barrel below, down there, but it gives the feel they're being created or powered by the main device itself in the center. The redstone for the lamps is pretty simple. Works on observers and redstone chain. So it shuts down when the area isn't loaded, but that's okay. I loved designing it. Conduits aren't readily sought after on the server right now, so stocking won't be an issue, but it did give me a chance to build something interesting and fun. Honestly, I think it is impossible to go spoiler free here, but I'll do my very best. Please, if you are watching this, ignore everything but the stick shop itself. There's a lot happening in this area, and I know those involved would want to show it to you themselves. On its front, it looks like the stick shop is as it always has been. Since I put it together, I have done almost all I could to prevent them from actually buying sticks. Instead, it seems like sticks were always needed. So I decided to embrace the sticks, but add some additional stick related items to the business itself. As you can see, we've added a staircase up the middle, giving access to all kinds of new products. We have sticks, of course, at a much lower price, but we have added both types of picture frames, paintings, ladders, armor stands, fishing poles, all the torches, and bows. All accessible to the shop right now. It's a super simple design, but I'm super happy with how it came out. Sticks and Such Inc. is now sitting with 4 complete shops: the Ender Eye, Drip, the Conduit, and our flagship location, Sticks and Such. I love building shops almost as much as I do nether tunnels, which means I kept asking myself, is 4 enough? Are you ready for another time lapse? I certainly hope so. It is done. There's a build that I did on another MC server that whenever I am by it, it makes me smile. I had so much fun putting it together that when I was considering what to do to add just one more shop to Firelands, it inspired me. I had an idea to sell leaves for the upcoming update and the annoying to farm mushroom blocks. And originally my idea was going to build a tree with mushrooms encircling it and have a shop at the base. But the scope and size of the build was getting out of hand, and I'm not overly comfortable building trees. So when I was flying around the other server to get ideas, I saw my original build and thought it would be perfect. Of course, with some changes for my idea and shop, which brings me to snails. So those of you that have played beside me on that server, and for those that have seen this in my original video, you would have saw a snail of a slightly different design and different color, and a slightly different size. The other one was a tad bit smaller, was built out of plain sandstone, and although it did have a tree and a mushroom, they were of much smaller and lesser scope. The idea behind this specific snail is that the snail is chasing after its own food that it's growing on its back. As you can see, this tree is overhanging. It's stretching his neck up to chew the leaves that are on the end. It's also got some mushrooms growing off of it with a tree in the rear of the shell. It's leaving a slime trail behind it as it moves. Little bit of different color scheme on the shell with the pale oak logs, which I really like for the shell detail, and then some pale moss around just to show what's growing from the slime and the base of the snail. Really had a lot of fun putting the colors together and the design. I like that it seems so happy. So happy to be on the server and so happy to be a shop. Inside, real focus on just leaves. We have just about every single type of leaf you can get in the game, from spruce to dark oak to flowering azalea, all the way to pale oak leaves. I'm sure if there's one I'm missing, and I went through the list multiple times, but sure enough, I'm probably missing something. We'll get it in here because there's lots of space to increase the number of items in the shop. In addition to that, we have brown mushroom blocks, red mushroom blocks, and mushroom stems. Some rather annoying to farm blocks, but in a lot of palettes have good texture and feel, especially the brown mushroom blocks and the mushroom stems. I'm a big fan of that block. So simple design inside, all set up for shop and raring to go. And here we have just another shop added to Sticks and Such Inc. As I said, had a lot of fun building this, had a lot of fun adding another shop to the shopping district. I think that there's a couple of projects upcoming. Like, for example, I have to expand the museum because we just keep doing stream weekends. And I have some fun ideas with regards to that. After that, I think we're going to take a look at helping out in the setup of the pathways and roadways to connect everything in the shopping district. But that's it for today. As I said, really enjoyed doing this build. Have a lot of shops on the go. Have a new corporate head office thanks to RonBent and his office building. Outside of that, thanks very much for watching, everyone, and have a great day.